Welcome back again, and today we're going to look at what we call the lookup functions within our Excel. We're going to see how are they applied, why we need them, and how to apply them. And if you're still confused about the lookup values, the lookup functions or formulas, you need to watch this video till the end. And by the way, if you're working among these rows listed down, you also need this video. Make sure you watch it till the end so that you can differentiate between all and you see which one you need exactly and when to use it. Okay, so without wasting time, let's dig into our Excel file. Okay, as you can see here, I have my sheet with a VLOOKUP, but I have other sheets also like HLOOKUP, X, and index match. We're going to see step by step on how, why, and when to use them. Okay, so let's start off with the VLOOKUP. Okay, now the VLOOKUP, what you should know, it's a vertical lookup function. Okay, it looks for data vertically within the Excel sheet. Okay, as you can see here, it searches for a value in the first column. Okay, and returns a value from another column, as we're going to see here. Now I have my simple employees data here, which I worked on earlier. Okay, and I created what I call the search box, whereby I can search any employer name here and I get their salary. Okay, so how to apply this VLOOKUP? As you can see up here in my formula bar, okay, I started with the VLOOKUP, equal sign VLOOKUP. Then my lookup value was my employee's name. Okay. Then from the data range, which is my table. And this 2 represents the value I want to be, the answer I wanted to return. And it's in column number 2, which is the salary range. Okay. Then I ended up with a false because I want the exact match. So how to apply this? I have my second column here, which I have my customers details, whereby I have their names, their company names, their address 1, their address 2, and their contact email. So within this, I created again what we call a search box. Okay, and as well you can create one. So I want to search the company name and I want to return, or I want to see their first address. Okay, so I'll just come here within under this column, where this column, this cell will be my search. Okay, whereby I will put my company, any company I want to search, then I'll receive the result under it. Okay, so I'll just go to this column under my search cell. Okay, I'll just start with an equal sign. Remember, any function, any formula within the Excel always start with equal sign. Okay, then I start typing VLOOKUP. It will pop here like this. I'll just click it here. Okay, as you can see, then it will ask me for the lookup value, the value I'm looking for. Now this time the value I'm looking for is the company name. It's the company. Okay, now and my company will be in the cell up. So I'll just select the cell up, which is H11. So I'll put a comma there. Now it will ask me again for the table array. Okay, now this time where that my search company will be. So I will just highlight the all table, because the company I'm searching for, it's in this table. Okay, then I click comma. It will ask me for the column name. Okay, now this column name represents the value I want it to return. Okay, in case I'm searching for ABS company and I want to get their first address. So in this, the first address is in column number 2. In this case, I'll write number 2 there. Okay, I just write number 2. After that, again, I'll put a comma and this will pop up. Okay, now within this, I'll just select the false because I want the exact match. So I just click the false button. Okay, then I'll end up closing my blankets. Then I hit enter. As you can see, we received an error. Why? Because in our search box, there is nothing yet. But when I just copy my company here and I paste it here, it will automatically bring the result. As you can see, I just searched the UPS and it bring their address. As you can see, it is the same as here, right? So another trick which I want you to learn, you notice that here in my first example, I have already the drop down list. Now within this, I also want a drop down list so that I can not just type anything. Maybe I'll make an error, okay, and it will be confusing. So in this cell, I'll just create what you call a drop down list. Okay, I'll go ahead and delete this. I'll click in my cell. I go to my ribbon menu under data. Then I click data validation and this window will pop up, right? Under here, I'll select a list and under the source, I'll just highlight all my companies. Okay. After that, I click apply. Now, as you can see, we got an option button. When I click on it, I can all see my companies. I just click any company I want, then I receive their results. Now, what happened when you have like maybe 10 rows or 1000 companies within that? Don't worry, you just come click anywhere here. You just start with the any letter starting with your company. The company will definitely appear here. Okay, then you click the company like this, then it will automatically reflect the results. So we learned how to pull up data. So when do you need this, or when do you need to use the VLOOKUP? Now this one regularly it's mostly used in regular lists, as you can see here, and in customers database matching. Okay, when to use it exactly? We use this when you pulling customers details, as you can see here, as we did here. We used it to pull customers address, right? Then again in standard pricing or vendor names from classic well structured inventory sheets. Okay, now in this, what you have to notice, like maybe exactly what you need to do. Maybe you matching invoice numbers to a master client list to grab the correct billing address. Okay, then you need to use the VLOOKUP. And when pulling a product price from an approved master inventory list using a product SKU code, then you have to use a VLOOKUP. Okay, now let's move on to another lookup function, which is called the HLOOKUP. Okay, as you can see here, now within this, what you need to know, the HLOOKUP searches across first row and returns a value from a specified row, and this searches horizontal wise. Okay, now let's see what we have to do. I have again my example here. whereby I have again my customers' information, their companies, their address 1, address 2, and their contacts, emails. Now within this, maybe I'm searching for the company, right? And I want the company name to appear here with their address 1, 2, and the contact email, right? Now in this case, I'll use the HLOOKUP. How? As you can see here in my formula bar again, this is my first example. I started with my equal sign, okay, then I typed HLOOKUP, then it asked me for the lookup value. Now my lookup value is the company, okay, then the lookup table or table array, it's my entire table, okay. Then I wrote number 2. This 2 represent the row index number, okay, where my company name is, it's in the row number 2 from my table, okay. Then I type the false because I want the exact match. Then I close my brackets, then I hit enter, then I got my results as you can see here. Now let's see how exactly it's applied. So I'll just come here. I already copied my headers here, okay. I just come in my first cell, I start with my equal sign, then I start writing HLOOKUP. It will pop up here like this, then I'll just click on it, okay. Now it will ask me for the lookup value, okay. Now within this case, I'll just click the company, which is my header already, okay, because HLOOKUP searches horizontal wise, right? So I'll just click my company title, okay, then I press comma, then it will ask me the table arrow, okay, which will be my entire table. I'll just highlight it like this. But if you formatted already your data into a table, you just need to write the table name, okay. Then I just click comma here, then you ask me the row index number. Now the row which my result to be returned will be, now this time I want to return the ABS company, which is in row number 2 from my headers, right? Then in this case, I'll just write number 2 here. Then I place comma again. Then again, this window will pop up. So I'll just select false because I want the exact match. So I just click there. Then I close my brackets. Then I hit enter. As you can see, we got the ABS company. So I'll just click on here, then I drag it all the way at the end so that I get their first address, the second one, and their contact emails. So that's how we use the VLOOKUP, and that's how it's applied. So basically, when do we need this VLOOKUP in our daily office life? Okay. Now this HLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP is mainly deal with monthly budgets and timeline reviews, right? Because it's horizontal wise, okay? When to use it? Use when pulling data from financial models, project schedules, or timelines where columns, headers are dates or month. Then you need to use the HLOOKUP. How? Like in case you're finding the total expense for marketing, and under the specific header column called October, right? As you saw here, we were searching for the ABS company under the company title, right? Now the second thing, like when you checking a project milestone date, when the task names run across row 1 instead of down column A, then you need to use the HLOOKUP function. So with that all said, that's how the HLOOKUP is formatted within Excel, and these are the main why you need to use them and how and when to apply them. Okay, now let's move on to the next lookup function, which will be the XLOOKUP. Okay, now what you need to know, this XLOOKUP is mostly in modern Excel, and this is recommended for newer versions of Excel because it's more flexible compared to the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP. So we're going to see here, it has some benefits. You can use XLOOKUP when you search left or right and up or down. Okay, it has simply settings. Okay, it replaces many uses of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Okay, as we're going to see step by step. Now again, I have my customers information here. Okay, I have their company name, address 1, address 2, and their contact email. As you can see here, I have already my example, okay, whereby I just started with my equal sign, okay, and my lookup value was this company name, right? Then the second is my lookup area, the entire table, no, the entire column where my lookup value is, right? It's located. Then the second one, the third one, it was my return arrow where I want the result. In this case, I wanted their email address, and their email address, they're in column 4, okay, which is D13 till D19. Then in this case, it has an option whereby if it searches the company name and it looks in the contact's email and it don't see any email, then there you have to write anything you want, like maybe not found or an error, something like that. Okay, then I close my parentheses, I put a comma, then at the end I added 0 because I want the exact match. Okay, as we're going to see here. Okay, as you can see here also, I searched it. Now here again, I created what we call a drop down list because I don't want to go on typing names whereby maybe I'll make errors within that. Okay, now let's see how exactly it works. Okay, I'll come here. Now this will be my search bar. Okay, this will be my search bar. Let me just highlight it. This will be my search column, sorry, search cell. I'll just put some font here so that I can easily identify that. Okay, put some bold. Now my search value will be here and I'll search with the company name. Now within this, I would like to press a drop down list because it will be easy for me and to avoid typing and making errors. Okay, so I just click this cell here. I come to ribbon menu under data tab, data validation. I select a list here. Then under my source, I'll just highlight my company names like that. Then I click apply. So that's here I have an option button, and when I click on it, I can easily see the company names. Okay, then below that, I'll just click that cell. Then I start with my equal sign. Then I type XLOOKUP. It will pop up here. Then I just select it. Now within here, it will ask me for the lookup value. Now the lookup value will be in my search box, search cell here, up here. Then I will select this, which is K 12. Then I put my comma, it will ask for the lookup array. Now within this, I have to highlight where there is the my search cell. Where is it located? Now, since I'm searching with the companies, so I'll highlight the company column. Okay, I'll just highlight this like this. Then I put comma. Then again, it will ask me the return error. When I search my company name here, then what's the result I want? Now within this time, I want their contact email. So I will just highlight their contact column. Okay, then I put comma. Then it asks me if not found, what should be returned here. So I just start with my prefaces and I put a note, not found. If I search it and I didn't see it, then I put a comma. Okay, then this will pop up. Then I'll select the 0 with the exact match. Okay, I'll just select this. Then I close my brackets. Then I hit enter. Now, as you can see, it returned not found because in here I didn't put any company name to be searched for. When I click in the cell, then I go to my drop down menu. I select UPS. As you can see, it returned UPS contact emails. So that's how we use the XLOOKUP. Okay, and when to use it basically. Now I wrote some information here. Now this XLOOKUP it's mostly used in the fast-paced reporting and messy HR data. When to use it? Use for daily office reporting when you need to work quickly without worrying about the column layout or breaking formulas. Remember, this XLOOKUP it has more benefit. It can look left, right, up and down. Whereas the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP they cannot do. Okay? That's why this XLOOKUP is more flexible. So how does it work? Like looking up an employee ID to find their manager, even when the ID column is sitting on the far right of the spreadsheet. As you saw here, we looked for the company and we want the result, their contact email. And you can see the difference. Like they are far different. They are like 2 columns away. So you can use this XLOOKUP when you're searching for their company name or the ID name, whereby the result will be in maybe the 10th row or the 10th column. It will definitely pull that data, okay, which is not on the HLOOKUP and the VLOOKUP, okay. Now, second thing, handling missing data safely by setting a custom message like ID not found automatically if a client code doesn't exist. As you saw here, when I delete this, it will return not found because this is more flexible. You can add an error message like not found, ID is missing, something like that. So that when there is nothing in the cell you're looking for, then it will return ID missing, whichever message you want, not found, something like that. So that's why it's called XLOOKUP and it's more flexible than the H and the VLOOKUP. Okay, sorry. So that's all being said. You saw how to use the XLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP, and the VLOOKUP. Now we're going to move at the more modern one, which is called index and match. Okay, this index and match is one of the biggest and my favorite one. Okay, now this one you just have to think of it like this. The match answers there, where is it, as we're going to see step by step, and the index answers what's that in that location, right? So in this, what do I know? What do I mean with this? Now the match finds the position of that ID you're looking for, right? And the index returns the results. You understand? We're going to go step by step. As you're seeing here, I have my example here. I have my simple data set here, where I selected, I created my search bar here, okay? And in this, I created my plate number, whereby I'm searching using my plate number to get the fine amount and to get the fine type, okay? And I use the index and match function, okay? Let's first go and see what exactly is made by index. Now, first of all, the match, as I told you, it finds the position of that cell or of that ID you're looking for, right? As you see here in my formula bar, I started with match, okay? And the G7, as you can see here, is my lookup value. It's the ID I'm looking for, okay? And from G6 till G14 is the lookup area, whereby it's the column which contains that ID I'm looking for, okay? Then I put a comma, then I ended up with a 0 so that I want the exact match, okay? Then I close my bracket, then I hit enter, okay? Then it found that this ID I was looking for, it is in the row number 2. Then it returned 2 as a result, okay? And 2 is the position of this ID I was looking for. So what about the match? Now, as you can see here, I wrote the match here, right? I started with my equal sign. I mean the index. I started with my equal sign, okay? And I wrote the G6 is my R. G6 till G14 is my area where I was searching for that plate number, okay? Then L7 is the row name, row position. As we saw here, we already found the position of that cell. So I want to see the ID which is in that row. Thereby I use the index. So I ended up with my 1 because this 1 represents the column name. Because that ID I'm looking for, it's in column number 1. So I wrote 1, then I close my bracket, then I hit enter. So as you can see, this is the position of this ID, right? This plate number 792 is in second position. You understand? Let's do it one more time here. So let's start with the match. Let's start with finding the position. So I'll just click equal sign here, okay? Then I type match. Just click that. Then it will ask me for the lookup value, right? I'm looking for, let's say I'm looking for this plate number 79. Let's pick 8018. Okay, I put comma. It will ask me for the lookup area where that plate number is the column. Okay, then I will highlight this entire column like this. Then I put comma. Then I will select the 0 because I want the exact match. So I write 0 there. Then I close. Then I hit enter. As you can see, it returned number 3. Now 3 is the position of 8018 from the up to the bottom is the position. 801 is the position of is in the third position. So let's find the index of these three, and we see now the index finds the plate number of this position, right? I'll just start with my equal sign index. I'll just click that. It will ask for the array, right? Then here I'll just select this entire column, right? I put comma, then it will ask for the array number. Since we found the position, it's array number, then I'll select that. I put comma, then column name, the column where my plate number is from my data. Now it is in first column. There I'll just write number 1. Okay, then I close my bracket, then I hit enter. As you can see, it found the 3, which is the position, the plate number. It means like the plate number is in position 3. So let's see how we can combine them to make them more flexible and dynamic. Okay, so I have my search bar here, as you saw. Now I combined the index plus match, as you can see up here, whereby A7 till E15 is my area, the entire table. So I put comma, then again I typed match, and this match A19 is my lookup value. So I'm looking for the plate number. It's the one I'm looking for. Then A7 till A15 is the place lookup area where that plate number is, right? So I just press comma, then I write the 0 because I want the exact match. I close the bracket again, I write 1 comma, then I put a 2 because 2 is the column name where I want the result to be. So in this case, I'm searching by the plate number, and I want the result to be, I want to return the total amount of that plate number. So I select 2 because 2 is the column name where my total amount is from my data. You get my point? Then I ended up closing my brackets, then I hit enter, as you can see there. Again here, I did the same. As you can, let's try it and see. I'll just start with equal sign, then we type index. I'll just select that, then it will ask for the area. So the area will be the entire table, right? I'll click comma, then after comma I'll just type match, as you can see. Then I select match, then it will ask for the lookup value. Now my lookup value will be in this cell over here. It's where I'll be typing my plate number, right? Then I click comma. Okay, I click comma here, then you ask for the lookup area. Then since this plate number is in column, this plate number is in the first column, so I will just highlight this column where my plate number is. Then I click comma, then I hit 0 because I want the exact match, right? Then I close my bracket. Then after that, I'll click comma, then the return results, the column num, the return result, which column are they? So in this time, I want to return the total amount, okay? And the total amount is in column number 2. So I'll just click, I just write number 2 here, then I close it, then I hit enter. Now you've seen it returned an error. Why? Because we have nothing in our search column. So when I just type, let me say 7935, hit enter. As you can see, it gave us the result. But within this, I already told you, if you don't want to continuously type, you can just delete this. Then you click on that cell, you come to the ribbon menu under data tab, data validation. Then you click a list here, then you add them as a drop down list. I'll just highlight all my plate number, then I click apply. As you can see, when I check this cell here, I have an option button. When I click on it, I can automatically select which plate number I want, and the result will definitely continue changing. So that's how we use the index and match functions within the Excel. So basically, what is the use of this, or when is it being used? Now, index and match, it is a two-way matrix reports, and mainly it deals with large database audits. When to use this? Now, use when your report requires looking up to two variables at once, or when processing massive spreadsheet that large with heavy formulas. Then this is when you want to use the index and match, right? For example, you're pulling a specific shipping rate from a matrix table where you must match the destination city in the row and package weight in the column. So in this, you'll use the index and match, as we saw here. Second thing, auditing corporate payroll achieves across tens of thousands of rows without slowing down your computer. Therefore, you need the index and match. Now, that's how the lookups function work within the Excel. But my best advice, to master this, you have to you have to know why you need, or which one you need to use, okay? Based on your data you have, based on the data you have. As we saw the different uses and when to use them, so you have to first check your data and to know what you need or what you're looking for. Then you choose exactly function you want to use. Maybe you want to use the VLOOKUP, the HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, or index and match. There you'll master them nicely. I know it's kind of tricky, but just keep trying till you master it, okay? Don't focus on all, just focus on one at a time, and that one which you need most and which you use it most, so that it's easy for you to track your data into your Excel sheet. Thank you, but don't forget to subscribe and we keep in touch. Thank you. See you next time.